Genji 2 is an action game which is based on Japanese history. Being based on history, the stages of the game will also be based on famous battles which actually took place in ancient Japan. So here's this giant enemy crab.
I've been playing this new game. It's kind of like a detective game where you gotta find the mystery.
Yeah.
It's called Where's the Epstein File?
Yeah, I thought you were gonna bring up like an actual like noir like detective game or something. Like
No, this is an ARG. It's called Find the Epstein List. Everybody's been playing it lately. No winners, but we'll get there.
Like, okay, that works too. If you are interested in a noir investigative type game, Nobody Wants to Die is pretty good.
What is that?
It's what I just said.
I mean, I understand that. Elaborate.
It's a interactive noir story that focuses on like advanced technology and stuff. It's a dystopian kind of thing where like everyone's kind of like immortal, but there's a price that everyone pays for it. It's very interesting. Like look it up on Steam.
Oh, it's like that Justin Timberlake movie, Out of Time or Time Bandits. I don't remember what it was called, but they had their time on their wrist and they would live forever if they had enough time.
Yep. And that was like their currency. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And they could just like arm wrestle for it or something. The rules in that movie were kind of wonky. I don't think they were. I think there's some plot holes in there. But also his mom was the same age as him. And that was kind of weird.
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
It's pretty strange.
You know what else is pretty strange? Episode 60 of the Giant Enemy Crab podcast. It's strange that we made it this far. Congratulations, boys.
Ooh, let's go.
I got one cheer.
Why are we still here?
Just to suffer. Why are we still here? Just to sit in the heat and bitch about video games. I'm your host, Fliz. I'm happy to be here. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me. I am joined by our wonderful friend Kyler.
Hello.
And our other wonderful friend Strider.
Hello.
How are you gentlemen doing on this hot day?
Very tired. Work sucked today.
Oh. I'm fine.
Bar than that, I'm doing good.
Good. We're all fine. You know what else would be fine? If you left a like and a comment on the video. That's all I'm going to say. Moving on to gaming news. What's the big thing? Oh, Steam. So a while back, was it 2 episodes ago? It was the collective shout and Visa Mastercard censoring games, right?
Yeah.
Or rather, collective shout censoring games through harassing Visa Mastercard, I guess. Something along those lines.
Call centers with the phone calls.
Yeah. Hey, did you see this porn they got on there?
Oh.
Tell them no. Anyway, got a bunch of games removed from Steam and Itch, all having adult-oriented content, which I don't care for, but it is the censorship of art to some degree, which I staunchly disagree with. We were kind of worried that it was going to push into other areas of mature games. So blood, gore, anything that this Christian conservative group didn't like, they're going to beat up Visa Mastercard and tell them to knock it off. And then we suffer the wrath of them telling us we can't use Visa or Mastercard to pay for these things. Recently, the update to that is that Steam in some countries, and I can't find if it was in the US at all, but PayPal has not been working on Steam.
Oh.
And yeah, everybody was a little like, does this have to do with collective shout? And they wouldn't answer. And then they said, yeah. I looked through Rock, Paper, Shotgun had an article specifically going into everybody's asking if this has to do with the censorship issue. And Steam says yes. So I hope that it's still working for you.
It's not countries.
I don't know. Is it not countries?
It's currencies. It's anything that doesn't use like one of 6 currencies. The US dollar, the Canadian dollar, the euro, Japanese yen, the Australian dollar, and I think one other thing is just not allowed.
Oh no. Okay. Well, thank you for clearing that up. Yeah, that's that. I mean, but regardless, it's still because of Collective Shout and their meddling, correct?
As far as I'm aware, yes. But that's why PayPal is not an option on Steam except for those 6 currencies.
Man, that's really just like attack the glowing weak point. Like, to put it in a glowing weak point. Yeah, you got to find a weak point. I mean, they as much as I dislike that, they're doing what they want, I guess. Sucks. Oh well. Yeah, I didn't really have anything else on that. It was just kind of an update from our last whole episode on where Strider was good enough to do a deep dive into Collective Shout and Visa, MasterCard and all that nonsense. So no end in sight so far. Wait. I did remember. Was Itch fighting back? Itch did something.
Itch is supposedly fighting back because first thing they did was reintroduce the NSFW, the free NSFW stuff. Basically, they said they were looking for new payment providers. That was one thing that they said. All
right. Well, I mean, that's something. Good for them. Yeah, because they did the free games, right? I don't know how far that went. I never bought any, but they obviously made it clear they weren't interested in what was happening.
Which free thing are you talking about?
They had like 2 days where you could go get some.
That
free
was GOG.
porn.
That was GOG.
GOG. Okay, my bad.
The freedom to buy site.
Gotcha.
And that was claimed by over 1 million people, I think, after 1 day. I don't know what the final number was.
Well, good for them. Yeah, I just that's. I mean, we made our opinions pretty clear. That's a shit thing to do, to attack something people can't really mess with. But
is Collective Shout like a Christian organization?
Yes.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
100%. And it's like, if you look at like who they're partnered with, like who their quote unquote allies are, like they have some of the like big group, like Christian groups in our country as well. Exodius Cry, I think, right? It's like one of the ones I saw.
No, it's crazy to me how after all this time we can still be like, why can't I purchase that? Well, you see, the church said no, so you're not allowed to buy that.
Some really pissy lady in Australia kept calling the bank and telling them you were buying porn, so they said you can't do that anymore.
They got the church involved and said you're not allowed.
I just imagine they're just like having like a brunch in like their nice house, just sitting around drinking tea over dress, like, what can we go after this time? Like things that don't affect them at all. That's just the picture I get. Yeah, the ultimate Karen type shit, you know?
What is the campaign against? Never mind. Never mind. We don't
No. What is it?
What are their partners? Is the campaign against sex robots?
Yeah, that sounds about something that I would expect.
I mean, does that have to do with everybody falling in love with AI? That's been a real hot topic lately.
I don't know. That's weird.
Sex robots. What like you think they'd want to put like a more scientific label on there or some sex robot?
Someone just really likes the Wall-E movie, man. They couldn't stop.
They do. They saw that trash compactor action and they're like, "Oh, crush me, Wall-E."
No,
crush me like one of your garbage bags.
That's awful.
There's so many fetishes going on here. Did you guys have anything else on that, or is that just our little update?
There was the fact that basically Mastercard tried to say that they weren't the ones responsible for it, and Valve was just like released this statement basically saying, "No, it's definitely their fault. We tried to reach out and talk with them, and they just ignored us." Like Mastercard basically, like the way it looked is that they basically expected like Valve to cover for them, and Valve just went, "No, we tried to talk to you about this."
My man Gabe, he don't give a he don't care.
He's out there sitting on his yacht. Yeah, Mastercard, come at me.
Which yacht?
Exactly. We'll never find out. There's countless of them.
Did he have like
Gabe.
11?
They're proxy
maybe
yachts.
kind of bad guy Gabe. Nobody needs 11 yachts.
Yeah, he's actually in his helicarrier. That's a secret.
He's got, what are the ships called with all the planes on them for the military? He's an aircraft carrier. He's moving on up. That's the ultimate flex. Look at my aircraft carrier.
Oh, you reminded me. That website, thisiswhyimbroke.com, they had one of the things on there that someone posted was like you could just like build a custom yacht was the thing. And I was like, why is this on here? And I was looking at the page, and there's like options for like if you want to land your like if you want to have a driveway thing so that goes on to land so you can like pull in your APC into the yacht. It's like, what is this? Why is this a service? But I guess it is.
This is that site you told me to check out when I was streaming, and then a bunch of dildos popped up on screen.
Yeah.
You're a bad
Which
man.
I
You're
didn't
trying to get me
realize
dead.
that was allowed, to be honest. So that's my
Oh
bad.
yeah, like the third the this is a butt plug.
Which I feel like it didn't used to be that because I hadn't looked at the site for like a couple of years when I showed it to you.
Oh yeah, you're like, check this out. There's probably some cool stuff on there. Rainbow dildos.
No, and it sucks 'cause that's where I got Neil's dad's birthday gift or Christmas gift from was that website, and I never saw anything like that on there before. Like, and I explored a lot of that site. I even went on at work at one point. So I don't know when they started
Do
out
it
in that.
again. Do it again, coward.
No, I learned. Thank you for your sacrifice.
All right, moving on from that. I want to talk a little bit about a game we played that I really, really enjoyed. We all hopped on. Well, most of us. Doesn't matter. We played. Oh my God, Whisper Mountain Outbreak. Is that what it's called?
Yep, that's the one.
It just came out. It is a isometric. Is that the term it is? It's a top-down co-op zombie shooter that I saw. We played like a demo a long time ago, and I've kind of had it on my wish list or following or whatever for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
There's some issues, right? So like, I really enjoy the concept. It has very heavy Resident Evil themes, like you mix green herbs to make more green herbs. The goal is basically there's a zombie infestation. You have to complete these tasks in each map with your friends and open doors, and there's puzzles. And the puzzles are actually, I was having fun with the puzzles, man. You got to like, here's the key, and you got to tell your friend, and he's got to work on a different part of it to make the two things combine to make the thing happen. There's lock picking. I think the combat, because there's, oops, sorry, that's my phone. I don't know why it's doing that. You like pick up weapons along the way, and there's melee, and you're fighting zombies the whole time, and there's like waves that come as you're trying to complete these tasks, and then get a thing and get back to the car and move on to the next map. There's upgrades you do in the meantime. I just kind of really enjoyed all these aspects put together.
Oh yeah, they're all really well done.
Really, like it was solid for what it was, and that's kind of the unfortunate part is there's really like an hour of content there. That's kind of it for the moment.
Yeah, I think we played it for almost an hour and a half.
No, it was under an hour. It was like 59 minutes. I remember because I recorded it. Yeah.
Oh.
You can name your character whatever you want.
What'd you name your character, Fliz?
You'll find out because it'll be in the background of this video.
Ooh.
Don't worry about it. There are like the issues that I did have are things that could easily be fixed. Like, of course, the length, as I was saying, it's not quite. I thought there would be a lot more or more of an endless mode or just more randomized stuff.
Yeah.
there really wasn't. It was kind of just baseline. I think there's still some more stuff to discover, but I don't really know if we're going to go back and do that, knowing that it kind of ends where it ends.
Yeah. The other popular, or not popular, like infamous issue people had with this game is there's no save option, which I thought was really strange, but you can't actually save the game.
Yeah. Like I saw in the Steam reviews, it kind of got mixed reviews when I looked it up, and it's because there's no save option, like you said. But then we played it and it's only an hour long. I don't know what people are complaining about.
Yeah, it's not really like you don't need a save system for what's in the game currently. It's just
I've played League games that are longer than that.
Yeah.
You know, like, can I save in League now? I guess it's more so that it wasn't advertised as a roguelite. What's the one where you have to restart fresh every time?
Yeah. Yep. That's pretty much it.
But I think somebody mentioned they are going to be adding a save system based on the feedback.
Yes. Yep. They did say that that's the next thing they're working on, I believe. So that'll be next, is adding a save system.
Yeah, I just and then the other thing that I really kind of they're at the end, spoilers, you have to fend off a zombie horde, and the first, like, knowing what I know now, I would do it differently, I guess, but it's very anticlimactic, I guess. And also it seems to take there's a lot of downtime for some reason in between waves. I don't really know what the point of that is.
Yeah. It's super anticlimactic because I remember too, like I was looking around, like there's got to be like something else we're supposed to do by like wave 5, because I thought it'd be done by then, but no, you just survive as long as you can. There's no real reason to do it because you don't get anything. And that's the major problem for me with the early access version of the game right now, is the lack of meta progression, which they are going to plan to add. But without it, once you beat it the one time, it's hard to justify playing the game because you don't really get rewarded for doing so. And there's no like actual gameplay loop afterwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can play just to try and get as far as you can, the endless mode. But that's more like up to you if you wanted to do that. There's no actual incentive as a roguelike to play through the game over and over.
Yeah. Because I wanted to play it again with Strider, but like just thinking about it, I was like, there's just like, it's not really a reason to. But maybe when it fully comes out. The other nice thing is that I bought copies for everybody, but I didn't need to do that because you can buy one copy, I guess, and share it with at least one other person.
Yeah,
it's got that. We'll go for it.
From the looks of it, only one person in the friend group actually has to own the game. Everyone else can get the friend pass, which just lets you play the game and join on someone who owns it. So that's actually super dope.
Absolutely. I love that. Because that's kind of the problem I had with what just released that I really liked, Wildgate. We had a whole thing out, like we loved Wildgate, but now it's like everybody's got to spend $30, and it's a game. And the reason I kind of compared it to is because it's a game that you don't really, I mean, I guess you can play it by yourself, but without friends, it's kind of not the greatest. Like, yeah, the friend aspect enhances both of these games tremendously. Without it, I don't like, I loved Wildgate, but I haven't bought it again or bought it for real because I don't want to play by myself, and I'm not going to ask everybody else to spend $30. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, high recommend. I expect, just because when we played the demo, it just lets you play for an hour and then it kind of shut itself off, if I remember right.
Yeah, just about.
And this felt very similar, but I see tremendous potential. Like, I really enjoyed this. I mean, maybe that's because I'm a huge Resident Evil nerd. Like, I love that shit. Mm-hmm. And it kind of just did all those things that I liked. But also, after playing Heartbound and like the puzzle system and the combat, I was like, it felt nice to play a 2D sprite game that like looked and felt fun and had fun things going on. Like, it's a game, And I really like that. So, big recommend for me. It's only like $8 and everybody can play it. I would highly suggest you check it out. Still in early access, but they're seeming like they're interested in making it live up to the potential that it has, just from what I'm reading. So Yeah, did you have any last words on that? I just want to recommend it. I like it.
No, I'd say give it a try. I think it's definitely worth supporting just because it's so they have such a great foundation for the game that they just pretty much have to keep doing what they're already doing. Like all the hard stuff is pretty much there. Like the game feels good to play. The puzzles are really fun and engaging. They just need to add more content to it, and that's just about it, which just is easier if they have more time and funds to work on the game. So
yeah, I'm right there with you. I think it's great as it is. They just need to put more, like there needs to be more of it. That's all.
Yep. That's a great problem to have.
Yeah, you're doing it right. Just keep doing it till there's more. So yeah, hard recommend from me. That is all the things that I really wanted to talk about. Kyler, what'd you have today?
Ooh, okay. I'll cover a couple things. The first thing I have is we may have discovered one of the ultimate aimbots that has ever been created. As a YouTuber.
Wait.
Oh, go ahead.
Is this the like one that does muscle?
It is
shocks or something.
Have you heard of it?
Tell me about this. No, I saw a little clip and then I had to go do something. But what is going on there?
Yeah, so a YouTuber, his name is is basically homeless. Created this homemade contraption that basically he combined technology and man into the ultimate FPS player. And
oh shit, we're biohacking.
We're biohacking now. Yeah. Secure boot, we don't care about that. It's all about Neuro-Muscular Aim Assist now. And essentially
it's gone too far. Come on. Neuro-Muscular Aim Assist. I can't play the competitive games are dead. This is the end right now. Holy hell.
And essentially what it does is he feeds the game. He played Counter-Strike for this. He feeds it into a Raspberry Pi, which like detects the position of different enemies, right? And then that sends data to a myostimulation device that's connected to his arm physically that basically contracts muscles to move his arm towards the enemy position. And when his cursor's over the enemy, it literally just contracts his trigger finger.
And do you even need the person at this point? Like, so wait. So here's the other thing. Like, this isn't in game at all, right?
No, this is he's just feeding like the video to like the Raspberry Pi directly. So as far as I know, like you can't actually, the game has no way to actually detect this happening.
Yeah, it's not going to ban. Oh my God. The anti-cheat's required to read that there's going to be a point where you're going to have to sit in front of a camera or like be hooked up to a fucking heart monitor or something while you're playing games. Just as the real Vanguard anti-cheat. And it just hooks an IV into you and goes from there.
And he was doing a lot to make this as fast as possible. And eventually, the average human reaction time is around like 200 to 250 milliseconds, right? Mm-hmm. The professional gamers can hit like 150 and maybe down to 100 sometimes. Okay. This was going like under 100. I think as low as 50 milliseconds it was reacting, where he did not even see the thing that he just shot.
This, like, okay, you know how we talk about sometimes there's advancements in video games that turn to real world advancements?
Oh no.
Like this has military applications. You know what I'm saying? You send soldiers in who literally can react faster than all the other soldiers because they got the gamer lean.
They got the gamer. Faker, what is he doing?
Really, dude? They're gonna put people in exosuits who can react faster than, like, this is wild.
Yeah, it had some issues that he was able to fix for the most part by using like existing cheats already to help identify like the targets. But like one of the problems he had is sometimes it would think that his teammates are actually enemies. So that was kind of like a small problem that showed up every now and then.
Yeah.
But it really showed when he started using like any scoped weapons like sniper rifles. Once he was using those with that like limited view, and like as soon as something pops up, just whoop, done. It's just you can't even react. It's insane. So yeah, you better turn on secure boot to stop this guy.
Oh man, like the fact that it works is what's really crazy to me. Like this is a level of unprecedented cheating. Like,
I'm just waiting for someone to see this and immediately try to make a product and just immediately start selling it because.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, that's
you got the blue glasses and gamer chairs and friggin' gamer gloves and drinks and yeah, of course somebody's gonna.
Does it count as cheating though?
Yes. It's third-party third-party hardware. Because the big one I've been seeing is people have been really using these like third-party controllers lately for I keep seeing clips of them, and then big streamers will use them and be like, oh, this is cheating. Like they'll use it for like 10 seconds and be like, this is crazy cheating. I've never used them, but I just have to take their word for it,
Yeah, I mean, there was those keyboards. I think it was Razer keyboards that had AD strafing aim assist, where if it detected you were AD strafing, which is where you move left and right really fast, it would adjust your aim for you to help you manage like the movement for it to make it easier for you to aim still.
Oh, so you like you do that, and then the mouse would kind of center itself.
Yeah. Yep.
In between those points. Oh, ew.
Yeah, I think that got banned. That got banned from tournaments real fast.
So.
Yeah.
Oh man. That's wild.
Yeah, but like Razer's already trying to do this. And yeah, this is the next step, man. We go from AD strafing assist to Neuro-Muscular Aim Assist. Clearly the next logical conclusion.
Undetectable Neuromuscular Aim Assist. Wow. We found a use for biohacking.
Yeah, let's go.
I don't know if this is good news, honestly. I feel like
it's another reason to not play FPSs.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of, I know Battlefield 6 is the new hotness to talk about, but we're not really. I don't think. Have either of you guys touched it at all?
No, I have not.
Nope, I can't start it.
You can't start it? Why?
So no secure boot enabled plus TPM.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if you don't have like a Windows 11 ready PC, you cannot play new Battlefield.
Oh. Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't play it just because I don't care, but I'm sorry that you didn't get to play it, even though you wanted to. I know you're a Battlefield fan, Strider.
I just know that something's going to happen. There's going to be something wrong when that game launches.
This is the big thing that's different from the previous Battlefields is that once people actually have gotten their hands on it, they're still enjoying it. Because the big criticism with 5 and 2042 was that it turned around once we actually people got to play it.
We'll see. We'll see what it is. Hopefully it turns out well. I mean, I'd love to play it.
Yeah, I would like another shooter as big as COD was back in the day where everybody is playing this game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it felt good to be good at a game that everybody was playing. Although I think my time of being good at FPS is like dead.
No.
that I'm too old now.
No.
My time has passed.
I don't think that's a thing. You know what you should do? You should play racing sim games. That's what you should do.
Why? I played Underground and Underground 2, Need for Speed. I really, really love those games. The rest of them suck, but those two, beautiful.
The reason I say that is because when I was researching this this aimbot thing, and looking at like the average reaction times, One person said that he plays a lot of racing sims, and he actually tested his reaction times, and he was at like 167, which is pretty good. And he was like in his mid 40s, I believe.
Oh, so all right.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
I guess if there's a racing game I find fun, I don't like The Sims because I don't give a shit about cars. I just don't. My PC right now is worth twice as much as my car is. I do not give a shit about my car. I really don't. I never have. I'm not a car guy. If it gets me to point B, I'm taking it.
Just bolt your PC to your car, and then it's worth triple.
Yeah, probably, there's a tower in the trunk listed on eBay.
What's a depreciating asset? I don't know what you mean. My car just tripled in value. Oh. Well, beyond the latest in hacking technology, we have a study from Newzoo where they studied some information about the Game Pass, because we all know the Game Pass is super fantastic and wonderful.
Do you guys remember when we talked about was it Microsoft Muse?
Yeah.
I keep meaning to check up on that because we kind of came to the conclusion that Microsoft Muse was an AI gaming thing that basically they were using the license. They were to put a game on Game Pass. We assumed that there would have to be something in the contract that says we can use your game to work with our AI. And it was basically a ploy to make Muse be able to pump out games for nothing. I don't know if I've not heard much about Muse, but that's kind of where we figured Game Pass was really going because it never seemed like it would be a profitable thing.
Yeah, I don't think there's been any news on Muse yet. So I'm going to keep an eye out for it, but nothing yet. But the interesting thing about this was the Game Pass the study looked at how player behavior interacted with Game Pass compared to like traditionally people buying games. And they looked at the behavior and pretty much saw that the downside to Game Pass is that it pretty much just leads to a lot of AAA titles like losing a lot of sales. Because what actually tends to happen for people that are on Game Pass is they don't spend a lot of times playing the same game. They pretty much just boot up a game, play it for a little bit, and then just go on to the next one. Because there's so many games to play, they don't have as much like incentive to stay on to one game because you just bought it for $50. This is your new game. You want to try it for a while. That seems to disappear on Game Pass, where people are just kind of like jumping from one game to the other. And importantly, the amount of time that they're actually spending playing games isn't any more than what people do when they actually purchase them too.
I 100% believe that because we talked about this at one point. My buddy would play when we had like Sega. This is back in the day when I was a kid. We would play like PlayStation demo discs because it was all we had for hours and hours and hours, right? And I'm comparing it to like one time for a while he had Sega Channel, which was like a cartridge that hooked up to the cable system, and you could just play every Sega game through it was like Game Pass before Game Pass existed.
The first Game Pass, yeah.
It really was, right? But the thing was, we never play, like we'd play through a game and then we'd lose within like 30 minutes or something and then just move on to the next one. Like we would never stick with anything when there was just like so much to explore. And even now, I had one of those Sega collection games on my Wii, and I never beat any of those games. I just play one, get a little bit distance in the game, and then just be like, all right, cool. What else is there? And then I'd be done in an hour, compared to having a game and sitting there for like 10 hours trying to beat it,
Yeah.
So,
it definitely, I also agree with kind of their findings where that seems like a very logical like conclusion of what would happen. And it's interesting too, just because it makes it seem like the Game Pass it literally is just a benefit to gamers for the most part. where most of the large AAA developers or even AA developers are just kind of like losing out on it. Like it's just kind of bad for them.
Yeah, I mean, so there's kind of the opposite end of this, right? Where I can say, well, look at Concord, right? That's probably a bad example, but like you could have a game and release it, and if you have any thoughts that it's gonna bomb, you could send it. Oh, what's that game that got thrown in the trash immediately where you fought vampires? We played it for like 1 hour and it was ass. On Gamepass. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
It's dead now. It was like a multiplayer.
Oh,
vampire.
I remember. I didn't play with you guys, but I remember you guys played it.
It was just junk. The AI was dumb. It was just kind of junk. But anyway, the point is that you could have released that and then Steam reviews immediately. Nobody's going to pay full price for that. It's because it's obviously not a well-working game, but a bunch of people played it because it was on Game Pass, right? So they got more money, I would have to assume, than they would have if they released that on Steam full price by itself. Because you do get the licensing fee from Microsoft, which I think they've been pretty hush about. They don't really talk about how much the games are licensed for.
Was it
Blood
Blood
as I can
Hunt?
tell, I've not seen.
It's Redfall.
Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt? Or was it Redfall?
Redfall. It's Redfall. That's the one I'm thinking of.
Oh, yeah.
I think they had to refund everybody's season 2 pass or something. Something happened there, but that game, not great. but like I'm saying, like that's the kind of situation where at least that company made out with some licensing money.
Yeah.
More than I think they would have made from just releasing it for a full price, because nobody would have bought that.
Yeah, it's hard to say really on like, I guess that's like a big incentive for a lot of the smaller developers too, for Game Pass, just because if they go with the Game Pass, I think Microsoft pays them to put it on there. So they get like a guaranteed, something rather than just release it and maybe it flops. I'd
have to assume so.
Who made Redfall? Was that a AAA development?
I don't think it was AAA.
It was Arcane Studios.
Oh, yeah, that's published by Bethesda.
Yeah, the guys behind Wolfenstein
Arcane
and Prey.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Deathloop. Yeah.
So that's
Dishonored.
a big
they do Dishonored.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I guess that's AAA?
Yep.
I don't know.
That would
Redfall's
be
ass.
But yeah, gotta love Game Pass. Speaking of really struggling games, poor Final Fantasy 14 interest has declined quite a bit over the over the last year, ever since Dawn Trail has come out. During the financial, go ahead. What's up?
Is this news, or is this like there hasn't been any real releases for it? So is this just the average ebb and flow of this game?
It's hard to say because their actual revenue is down quite a bit. It's in like the 20 millions. It's like $20 million from last year, which isn't great. And I know they've still been releasing patches. I know from a coder that plays this that they've released a cruise ship update or something where you can go on a cruise ship. There's jumping puzzles. But the thing that is so like prevalent about this is the game is starting to actually trigger its housing demolition system, which if you didn't know,
there's empty houses.
Yeah, there's a lot of them too, which rarely happens. Because if you remember when we were playing, it was super difficult to get a house. They were all bought out, right?
I never even I just kept trying to. I never even got to the actual checking to see how much a house was. I just could not ever save enough money to even start looking. It's like real life. I couldn't start saving enough money to even look at buying a house.
Yeah, no, they're all gone. But now there's so few people playing the game, or people have been playing it for so long, that the game has started to delete old houses, and there are hundreds of homes just, available, which is very unlike when we were playing the game last year. So it's pretty telling that interest has died down quite a bit. Hopefully the next expansion is going to turn things up, but I don't think like any of what Dawn Trail itself is going to release is going to kind of churn the tide. You know what I mean? Which is not great because for Square Enix, like Final Fantasy 14 is their moneymaker right now. Like this is their big game that helps keep them afloat. So it's not too great that they're struggling.
Square?
Yeah, Square Enix.
Square Enix just made like $200 million off of the Magic the Gathering set.
Oh, the Final Fantasy crossover?
That did money for them.
Well, in terms of like their video game industry,
there's stable money. But like that, I remember that too. That for the longest time, like that's when they talk about like where their stable money comes from. It's Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird to like. I would think there'd be more stuff to buy in the game. Like I know there is stuff to buy, like little outfits and mounts and stuff, but I don't think it has nearly the amount of microtransactions that like WoW had. I could be wrong. Maybe I just didn't care about much of them. I just wanted the whale.
I think it has
Super
very
Saiyan
similar stuff. Yeah, because it has like all the mounts that you can buy. Has like the level skip that you can get, so you can have a max level character. That's all like $25+ Like it has all of that in it too.
Man, this kind of leads into the last one where it's like I want to play Final Fantasy again, but I don't want to spend. I'm tired of spending money on games. I really am. I mean, I've never liked it, obviously, but like, I don't know. Knowing things are $70 now, or it's monthly transaction, or I guess it's just hard right now.
Yeah,
it's hard for everyone.
Yep, and this actually goes into our next topic because Nexon-owned game studio enters indefinite strike over employee bonuses. Apparently, there's a strike at Neopol, which started last month, I believe, and this is the studio behind like Dungeon Fighter Online. And this all started because a bunch of employee bonuses got slashed, but they found out that executive bonuses were actually increased over the previous year. And I think by a lot too. It's like 10 times the amount that they got last year. So it immediately started a strike.
10 times?
10 times. Yes, 10.
That's like how do you expect to keep a company afloat when you're like you might as well just say here's your bonus and they open it and it's a letter that says fuck you. Like how can you treat your employees like that and then just kind of laugh in their face with a 10x bonus to your upper management?
Yeah.
What the hell?
It's pretty bad. And this triggered a very large strike too, as a ton of employees just started a 5-day a week strike with no determined end time. They are unionized too. So they're really mad. And you could tell that this is really impacting them because literally the same day, the company said they're going to hand out a $44 million bonus to the Dungeon Fighter mobile team. And to put in perspective, that means that around 400 developers are going to average of double their annual salary, with top performing developers will get triple. So they were really freaked out by this, and they didn't accept this either. They're still in negotiations. So
see, okay, that tells me that 44 million was nowhere near the amount paid to the executives. You know what I'm saying?
It was 20 million.
That was it really?
It was 20 million for the 3 executives.
Yeah, to 3 people.
Okay, I'm wrong.
This is being separated over to 400 people.
Okay, so
I mean, the other thing is that you have to remember is that they're responsible for making and basically maintaining DFO, Dungeon Fighter Online.
Yeah.
Which is huge, right?
It is.
Not here, but it's huge.
It is the 15th highest grossing media franchise in the world.
Yeah.
Oh,
it is very large.
That's what I'm saying. How do you shit on your employees that do that for you?
Yeah, it is. It is a few billion behind Transformers, to give you an idea.
Wow.
Their lifetime
Grieve,
revenue
man.
was $22 billion as of last year.
I can't fathom biting the hand that feeds you like that. You know what I'm saying?
They got money. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, this clearly freaked them out because they immediately started like trying to playstate this, and good work from the union for now just like trying to take that, because there's still negotiation. So they're trying to really settle this and make sure that this doesn't happen again. So hopefully we'll get some good word about what goes on with this. But yeah, that's what's going on with Dungeon Fighter right now.
Yeah, that 22 billion is from 2 years ago. That's from 2023.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So who knows how much more they've made? Because it is huge.
So they make a lot.
It is
so
huge.
The baseline numbers for this, doing the math, is those employees got the CEOs got 3 million plus as a bonus, and then each employee from this Band-Aid, I guess, would have gotten like 110,000 plus.
Well, it's 20 million spread across 3 people.
Oh, 20 million. Okay, so no, it's 7, somewhere around there. 7 million for each of them.
Like roughly 6.6.
Yep.
Yeah, and then the answer to that was, we'll just give you all 100,000. So yeah, okay, I can see why they'd be kind of mad, especially when billions are in the equation. You know,
and again, it wasn't even the amount; it was more that they got theirs slashed, but the executives got their bonuses increased by a factor of 10. That was the big thing. Like, you know, if you're going to slash ours, slash yours too. Like, come on. That's just common sense. So yeah. But yeah, that's all the news I had for today.
Well, thank you. Jacob, what you got today?
Yeah, I'll just do a few of my other small things.
Do whatever you want.
All right. Bubbling back to censorship, itch.io's massive delisting of paid adult content also affected safe for work games that had Yuri/lesbian themes, according to devs. So
if that was just like in the story at all, wasn't there something where if the dev was gay or lesbian or trans or something, like
there was reports of
it
that
was causing problems?
There was reports of that happening back when the delisting, like the whole delisting happened, like very shortly after. I don't know if like what it turned out to be, but there was like some novels by some I think lesbian authors that were cut out of. But this is there was a few different things from what I understand that they were taken off. Though the article had an update today that said like one of them was that like there was some difference between the developer not knowing what like indexing and auto completing was what the article was saying, but I didn't exactly understand what the article was trying to say, but it was like one of those small update ones that like update on this date at this time.
Gotcha.
But that was only for one of them, from what I could tell. Some of the other games that were claimed seem to still be missing.
Oh, wow. Oh, I hope we can fix this.
Another small thing was that Japan's like largest speedrunning event happened like over a week ago. I didn't get to talk about it last week, but when they were going to do it, Nintendo basically told them that, hey, you need to get a license for each of these games you want to run. You have to negotiate with us. So they just took all the Nintendo games out of their event.
That's like,
because this is a thing that happens with Japan. Like and why I'll use the VTubers for an example, like organized VTubers, like they're part of like a big company. One of the big problems with like this and other streamers is when you're trying to stream a game is you have to get permission in Japan, basically, to stream it.
That's
so and if you don't have that permission, you can't do it. So this event was had to take out all the Nintendo games because and this isn't the first time they featured Nintendo games in their event, but this is the first time Nintendo has basically told them no, and then also told them you were in violation of all the other times you did this.
Now, was this a charity event as well?
I believe, yes.
Specifically for Doctors Without Borders.
You know, I never knew a whole lot about Nintendo before we started this whole podcast thing. But I thought like, oh, it's just a company that makes pretty quality games that are fun for kids. Like that was my like, I thought Nintendo was like a nice kids company. Not really. Like they're kind of jerks.
They're vicious. Like they don't care.
Really?
Yeah.
They like really, and it really shows with the way that like they're so protective of their IPs and stuff that like I think Nintendo's really up its own ass, and I guess it works for them. I mean, they're, you know, everybody knows Mario and stuff, but like,
yeah, I mean,
definitely
there's a good and bad to it. You know, a lot of it sucks. You also got to think of like, remember some of the good stuff too. Like back when they're doing all their pay cuts, the president of Nintendo took a massive one just to make sure that all of their employees didn't get a pay cut. So he saved them by cutting his own pay down. Like it was a very large one too. I just don't remember what the numbers are right now.
I want to say it was over 50% of his salary.
Yeah, it was a lot. And I've never seen another gaming company do that before. So it's just one of those things. They're very protective about their IP, especially with the whole Pal World thing going on. We're just doing all this. The ninja lawyers at Nintendo are working overtime.
It's their IP because of the like. It's just how much they have to defend it because of like the lack of like similar fair use laws that we have. From what I understand,
is they really have almost any. Yeah, I don't think there's like any,
because basically if like they see a fan game and they don't go after it, and that fan game stays up, and then someone else makes it but monetizes it, they can point at that one and go, "You let that one through. There's a precedent for it."
Yeah.
If I remember, someone just compared it to like the honor system. Like it's pretty much just the honor system over there.
And then we're like Pal World.
Yeah.
Which look, I disagree with what Pal World did. Like I know there's people on both sides, but like even when it came out, I was like, you can do this. Like,
I knew what they were doing.
I thought this was illegal.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing.
So, okay, they're not a totally terrible company. There's good and bad, like you said. I agree. It's just I didn't know how vicious they were.
Oh, no.
Generally speaking.
I'm more surprised you haven't heard about the Nintendo lawyers beforehand.
I just never cared about Nintendo. That was never my bag.
That was always one of the like Nintendo was for me always was like very high standard for their first party games, very locked ecosystem, and Nintendo lawyers.
Yeah.
Was basically what I always want. And terrible netcode. That's the other thing.
Yeah, I was always a PlayStation boy, so I never cared about Nintendo, honestly, or Sega or anything but PlayStation.
I mean, they're an old company too.
Oh yeah,
they've been around for a long time.
Yeah, because they originally were like they're from the 1800s, right? Late 1800s, I think. And they started out as like a like card / like board game, right?
Yeah, they made toys.
Toys, yep.
Yeah, they made toys. I think they started making playing cards. I think that was like their first product was playing cards.
I remember that. I knew playing cards were one of the very first things they did, for sure.
1889. Mm-hmm. That's 135 years old.
Are they technically then the oldest gaming company?
Probably. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I'm all main of like big names, almost certainly. But
almost certainly.
But on to some other news. A few games got leaked ahead of time. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 has its release date and cover art revealed.
Let's go!
October 21st is supposedly according to it went up for basically pre-order on some website.
Oh, I'm hyped.
The other thing is that Bandai Namco fucked up and accidentally showed a video that was supposed to go live on the 18th. Like the video couldn't be watched, but it auto-grabbed a thumbnail and the video's title was Tales of News, and the video showed that it was a Tales of Xillia thing, which supposedly there's been a duology in the works to re-release. But so on the 18th, we're going to get some more news on potentially Tales of Xillia remaster. And we're also potentially getting more information on like a future mainline series, because the video was titled Tales of News. So it sounded like they had multiple things to talk about.
Oh, dude, I'm so excited. I hope this game is good. I doubt it because it's been in like such it's been in such development hell for so long. But I love Vampire the Masquerade, the first one, and I really want the second one to be good.
I don't know. And I've never played them. Are they?
No.
Is it a board game? Or
No,
why am I saying wasn't one a board game? Like crazy?
Yes, there's
okay.
a board game for it, but there's a video game called Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, which I think I own on Steam too, but I played it like a long time ago, and I've watched people play it as well. I love the game. It's honestly really janky.
It's peak Eurojank, right?
It is, yeah. It's not great. But what's so good about the game is it was one of the first few games that like really just immerses you into it by just like taking into account so many different stuff. Like the fact that you have to manage like the masquerade, that you can't let people know about vampires or that they're real, is such like a fascinating mechanic to have, especially because one of the races you can play in the game is so obvious. Like it's just Nosferatu. Like if anyone sees you, you lose because you unveil the masquerade. Like everyone knows that you're a vampire because you just look like one. There's no hiding it. It's just what you look like. So it changes the game if you play that race, because you can't like talk to anybody. So you have to like maneuver in the sewers and feed on rats. Like it is such a compelling and immersive game. Even to this day, it's one of the most immersive RPGs I've ever played before. It is so good.
Making me want to play it.
It's very interesting because it's a lot of like the way like everything interacts with each other is very cool in terms of like your choices matter, your character building matters, like the different clans, like like some of the big things you can choose play very differently. Like what the Malkavians, whatever they're called. The ones that are completely insane, that like it's just hard to play for like a player because their dialogue options are all fucked up because they're insane.
It's so good. And I still remember the mission, like one of the missions I did of what you had to go into the blood bank and you're trying to sneak in. There's so many different ways to play it. Oh, it's so good.
It sounds like a game that benefits extremely from having no real not Googling it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you want to just go into it blind as hell.
You do. And the characters in it are also super well done. I still remember, I don't remember the names obviously, but I still like can picture some of the characters in that game. It's super well done. If you haven't played it, I don't know I can't even recommend it because it's so old and so janky. It's hard to. But it's definitely
game
something.
Is Fallout 2. It's nothing but old janky shit. I can play an old janky game.
Yeah, if you're okay with that, definitely try it out. I'm pretty sure it's on Steam.
It is, and it probably goes on sale for dirt cheap.
Yeah, probably. And I hope like Bloodlines 2 has even just like an inkling of that, because that's what really made Bloodlines 1 so special.
Yeah, no, the two parts of the game that I will always remember are I think it's a lighthouse, the haunted lighthouse.
Oh, I kind of remember that. I watched someone play through it. I don't think I ever got to it though.
And the is it the courtyard chase? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Is that in front of the big mansion?
Yes, it's the thing that you cannot fight. You have to run from it.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking those two scenes like are the parts I the most.
Dude, it's such a good game. I'm honestly, I'm kind of sad because I'm pretty sure Bloodlines 2 is going to be not the greatest thing in the world, but I can dream. I'm still excited for it.
I've been scrolling through. This is why I'm broke.
Oh no.
All right. So I kind of want to play this game. What else you got?
Wuchang Fallen Feathers has made certain changes to its game that are controversial to some people, to say the least, where they made certain bosses and NPCs unkillable following backlash that they received in China.
What, like how? What do you do when you make a boss unkillable?
It just gets exhausted and then just talks to you after the boss fight. Because like from what I could understand is like it was the fact that like you were killing historical figures, I guess, and like killing like specifically the faction they belonged to was what was causing problems. Okay. I'm not too versed in this time period, but like the other thing is that doing this is it just completely obliterates the game's story. It also made certain NPCs non-hostile, which just made some areas easier, like that were full of enemies before that now don't, because they don't want you fighting them anymore. They have just completely shot their game in the fucking foot. Because the other thing they did back a while ago was that they had a huge performance patch like a few days after release, and like from what I remember, all it ended up doing was that the fact that it forced you to use like upscaling was what it was actually doing.
Beautiful.
So very interesting decisions.
Everyone loves frame gen though. It's so good.
I love frame gen.
Frame gen is fine when you are frame gen is fine when you already have a good frame rate.
It's pretty cool when you get 400 frames and everybody else is chugging.
Look at all my frames.
Then you
got so many.
Yeah, where are my frames? Although, it going from like the difference between the two PCs, I'm like, man, this really sucks for anybody who's
it's hard to feel
gaming
bad
right now. Yeah, I feel bad because I'm like, dang, like you really need high power stuff right now and moving forward.
I'm so fucked.
Yeah. Well, I read an article.
Well, I was just going to say, like the Monster in the Wilds update, I'm scared to even launch the game because people are saying that they're having their save data wiped and stuff. And it's like, all right, well, it doesn't matter.
That's
that
not even
a
frame thing. That's
exactly.
a Capcom problem.
Yeah.
My problem is that my thing is starting to fall behind the minimum requirements.
Oh no!
I'm seeing games that like the 2080 doesn't cut it, that the 3800X doesn't cut it, and I'm like, fuck.
Oh.
I can't even upgrade
What's
the
that thing you
Windows.
use?
GeForce Now. GeForce Now is
GeForce
literally
Now.
that is my only saving grace.
Now you got a PS5 too, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be my other saving grace.
All right, you got anything else?
That was one of the last of the things I wanted to cover. Oh no, there's one more thing.
Okay.
Valve is apparently being called to action by its community because there's a huge problem in the Steam Workshop right now where basically trolls are abusing the DMCA takedown requests and are
really
to a bunch of mods, and like it's something as simple as like a Stellaris UI overall mod is being targeted, and because of the way DMCA laws, they basically have to immediately take these down and basically have the mod creator go, okay, prove to us that this doesn't do it copyright infringement. Most of the time, from what I understand, like just a statement is fine. Although in some cases they had to do more. The other, oh my God, what was it? Like another example the article used is that two mods. There was, so for Hearts of Iron 4, there was a mod called The Fire Rises, and then there was a spin-off ad like version / add-on to it that was made. But the dev teams got it heated into an argument, and they ended up DMCA striking each other. So they had to talk and come to a compromise. But it's like it's just apparently there's a huge problem right now. It's very similar to how YouTube suffers from it, of just people abusing the DMCA system.
Having nerd fights in the workshop.
Dude, I don't know what. Have you seen how bad modding communities can get in terms of how big egos? Like some of the biggest ego trips are fucking from the modding community. Because I know Down the Rabbit Hole just did apparently a video on the Skyrim unofficial patch.
Oh, don't spoil it. I haven't watched it yet. I keep looking at it.
I haven't seen it
either.
either, but it's just that guy is super famous for how much of a dickhead he is. The guy
modder?
It's someone related to it. I forget his name. I read it earlier today, but I'm blanking on it. I think it's the creator of it. There's someone associated with it that's just a huge problem.
Man, people take video games so seriously. That's wild to me. I'll never get over how angry people get over something that like they have nothing to do with except consuming it. You know? Like, I don't know. Anyway.
Okay, I want to get the name. It's I believe it's Arthmore. Arthmore. That is the person who is the big problem.
Hope he's doing
and
okay.
What does he do? Oh, he's the modder, yeah.
He is the modder? Okay, I can't remember it.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that the controversial person's name, I did not accidentally associate it with someone else. But, the big thing is, like, he'll do just changes for the sake of changes that, like, even go against the lore, and then people will correct him, like, and say, this isn't how it works, and he'll get angry with them. It's just kind of an unpleasant person from what I understand. I haven't seen the Down the Rabbit Hole yet.
Oh,
not the Skyrim lore.
I want to watch it. We'll watch it this weekend if you want to watch it. I'm ready. I like that. I literally watched a 5-hour EVE Online video, and I've never even looked at EVE to play.
EVE is a far more interesting game to learn about, from what I understand.
Dude, yeah, if y'all ever watch the Frederick Knudsen Down the Rabbit Hole, 5 hours on EVE, on the history of EVE Online and like what's happened in that game, it's so enthralling. I was hooked. Like it was a wonderful way to spend my work day. All right, cool. So y'all, are we good? I think we're out of time anyway.
Yep.
All right.
We're good.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, gentlemen. And thank you, listeners, for listening. There's looks like there's a new few of you, so it's nice to have you. Welcome. If you have any questions or comments, please hit us up at giantangrycrabpod@gmail.com. Leave a like and a message. We appreciate that. It's all we ask. Follow us on Twitter or Blue Sky if you want. We're on there somewhere. Or TikTok? I started doing TikTok.
Question mark?
I feel about TikTok.
Like, you sound like the last person to find out.
Well, because I put stuff on TikTok, right? And it gets no traction, no views. Like we don't even, we exist on TikTok. We've been on there for a year and we have like 6 followers. So, I mean, it's all the same content. It's probably just because I don't give a shit about it, but you know, I'm so bad at social media. Anyway.
We're professionals.
Thanks for listening. We'll catch you next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.